Okay, we are good to go. So, good evening. Happy Tuesday. So, this is really one of the first regular trainings on our Tuesday evening that we have. So, we'll kind of chat with everybody as far as the time goes, if this is a good time or if it's too late for you. You guys let me know. So, this is all kind of around what works best for you. So, I know that we have some people logged in on the phone too. So, I can't see your name in the attendees, but if you let me know that you're going to be on there, I know you're here. I know that you won't be able to see my slides exactly, but I'll do my best to explain them for you. I don't have a ton here for you, but I want to honor your time tonight and kind of just go through this really quickly with you. So first, I want to go through, excuse me, our upcoming events. So first, which we are super pumped about, we have our team social. So that's this Sunday. I think that's the 27th. So I know last week I said it was the 26th. I got like all of the dates wrong last week on everything that I gave you. And I don't think I corrected this one here. So just go by what's on the calendar, not what I say. Okay, so our team social is this Sunday. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. And I know normally it's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m., but there's a reason that it's until 8 this week, and I'll tell you guys why in just a second. So that's going to be at Amber's house. This is a time for us to really just come together and be together as a group of friends and as a team and as like-minded women who really just enjoy being around each other. So building up that community within our team. We will also, I think we're going to be finishing up the Darren Hardy recording that we had started a couple of weeks ago post convention, because I know a lot of you really wanted to hear the rest of that, and it's really fabulous. So we're going to be going through that too. So Sunday is not really a time for us to go through extensive training. I think you guys are pretty well trained up, but this is a time for us to just stay connected as a group of friends too. So I'm excited about that. You'll be hearing more about that on Facebook too. Our next event is Empower 500, so I don't want you guys to forget about this. You're going to be hearing about it a lot. December 11th, 2015, so it's a Friday. We're still nailing down the location. We've got it narrowed down to between 2 or 3 of them, so we're going to be making that final decision soon. So again, this is a women's only event. We're going to have an amazing panel of speakers. We're going to finish with a little black dress party and really just lift up and empower the women in our lives. Following that, Next Level You. I think this is the one that I got the dates wrong. I can pull this up on my phone really quickly and see if we're looking into January. It looks like, yeah, the 10th and 11th is a Sunday and Monday, so that is so not the right dates. It's going to be January 8th through the 10th, I believe. So that's that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll change that for our next webinar next week. So this is in Naperville. It's a one body only event. However, there's a lot of other teams, like Crossline teams, that come to this, and they fly in from California, they fly in from Mexico, just all over. So we really need to make sure that our presence is known there, because it's only a 3-hour drive for us, and we can carpool and stay together, really drive down those costs together. Following that, very shortly after, we have Sweet Retreat. So that's January 14th through the 17th. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. This is an amazing, amazing event. And I was just talking to some other gold directors yesterday about this event, and just the focus overall that we want to see this event go to. And there's not a whole lot of skills training in this. And so that's really what Next Level U is for. But Sweet Retreat is more of this just amazing mentorship program in this, or not a program, mentorship weekend in this entire sisterhood, where just all of the amazing women of USANA come together and really talk about building your business as a woman, because it's a lot different than how the men build. And we come across just different difficulties and different struggles and battles that really only other women know how to help you through that. So I really want us to make a focus to be there for these, and I want our presence to be known in them. So I want you guys to write these down now, and let's really come up with a plan to make it to all of them. Make sure this goes. Next, I want you to take a look at the screen. So this is our picture for what our guest-friendly webinar is for tomorrow. So it's on nutrition and athletic performance. If you have any athletes in your lives, if you have any coaches, if you have any fitness enthusiasts, whoever it is on your social media and in your life, I want to make sure that, or I want you to make sure that you invite them to this, because this is one that's really tailored to what their interests are. So we're going to be talking about how nutrition can give you a competitive edge and how it can help you in your fitness and athletics. And then we're also going to be talking about, of course, the superior products of USANA, but always what products are going to work best for them as well. From here, I'm going to carry my computer with me for a second because I need a drink of water. No big deal. Okay, so this screen that you see now, this is something that I am super pumped about, because what I had found, excuse me, I'm going to grab a drink of water. Sorry, it's like suddenly you hit play and then your throat is like so scratchy. Okay, better. Okay, so I'm launching this 4-week mentorship because I think it's something that's really important for women to be involved with and to see, because what I've been talking to other leaders about and other goal directors is we have a lot of how-tos available to us. There's a lot of skills training available to us. However, there's not a lot of mentorship and personal development available to us. So what my mission is for this is, and this is not strictly for network marketing, this is not strictly for women in business, this is just for women overall. Okay, so what I've seen in coaching women with fitness and health, and then now with building a business, is we really struggle with the same things, and that's our confidence. That's really believing in ourselves that we have what it takes to be a leader. And so a lot of times when you have somebody that will give you an objection as to why they don't think that they should do the business, it's not typically because of that objection. So if they say, I'm not a salesperson, or I don't have the money, or I don't have the contacts, I don't know the people, that's typically not the real reason. The real reason is because they don't have the confidence in themselves and they don't really believe that they have what it takes to do that. So this mentorship is to really just help women to build up their belief in themselves. And so whenever we do that, we can open ourselves up to attract abundance, to build our belief in ourselves as a powerful woman, but also as a leader. And then also to just unveil the vibrant woman that I think all of us really should be striving to be. So what I'm looking to see from this is, I know that there are a lot of women in USANA that will benefit from this. For them, obviously, for me to teach them this program of self-love system and really break this down on how they can benefit from this, that's not really going to benefit our team. So for that, if they want that from me, I'm going to charge them for that. However, for you guys, this is going to be completely free. So I want to take you through this system with me. So it's going to be every Sunday night for the next 4 weeks. So we start this coming Sunday. Okay, sorry. So that's why for our team social, it's only going from 6 to 8, because this first webinar on Sunday is going to be at 8:30. So what it's going to be is 4 weekly webinars. Then we're going to do a group coaching call at some point. We can strategize just for ways for you to just open up your life and open up your mind to attract abundance and attract success, and really nail down what's holding us back and how we can overcome these barriers. Because a major thing for me when I was struggling in my business, I didn't need more how-tos. I needed the personal development. And I wish that I had had somebody to help me with this, and I wish that I had this kind of system to really help me with that. So we're going to go through, I'm not going to tell anybody else what to expect from this, but I want you guys to know what to expect from this, just because I want you to promote this too. I want you to share it and say, come and do this amazing program with me. This is what I'm going to be going through. This is what I'm going to be learning. Come and do it with me. So we're first going to be talking about dream boards. So that's going to be a major thing, where if you can visualize your success, you are much more likely to hit it. Like if you seriously have the picture in front of you to look at every single day, you're more likely to hit that goal, whatever it is. If it's a new car, if it's debt-free, if it's a house, I don't care what it is, fitness level, anything. So we're going to be talking about that. Obviously, I'm not going to give you all the details. That's what the program is for. But that's one of the major things. We're also going to be talking about affirmative statements. So starting off each morning with affirmative statements, so powerful messages to yourself. And speaking it out, because when your self-conscious hears it, you start to believe it. And it's just these little shifts that can really change the type of person that you are and how other people perceive you. So I'm going to take you guys through this because I know that your business is going to benefit from it. If you're on a health journey, I know that your health journey is going to benefit from it. If you're struggling with relationships, I know that your relationships are going to benefit from it. What about finances? Financially, it's going to help you too, because if you're completely in line in every area of your body, if they're all aligned, or every area of your life, if they're all aligned, everything works itself out. It's amazing. It's so amazing. So I'm pumped for this. I hope that you guys are too. I know it's going to be a blast. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I keep coughing in your ear. So we're going to talk a teeny tiny bit about follow-up, because follow-up is something that's really important, and I think that it gets mixed up a little and we don't give it the attention that it deserves and sometimes that it requires. And following up is really just continuing the conversation. Okay, so when we follow up with somebody, I'm going to help you kind of map out this plan really quickly. So it's not just checking in with somebody. Hey, just checking in, seeing how you're doing. That's different. That's building a relationship, which is something that if we're talking to them about USANA, we've typically already built the relationship. So we don't always need to just check in with them. However, with the follow-up, there's an actual reason for it, and it's to guide them to the next exposure. So let's say if you've sent them a video or if you've sent them a recording of a webinar and they haven't reviewed it yet, here's something that you can do. Just be positive, set another time for them to watch it. So let's say you send them a video, said, I'll follow up with you tomorrow at 7. They say, okay, great, I'll have watched it. You follow up, it's tomorrow at 7. They say, oh, shoot, I haven't seen it yet. To say, oh, I know life gets in the way. When will you be able to watch it for sure? Get the time again, check in with them again at that promised time. Okay, that's an easy way to just get through that part of it. Then when you follow up, if they have reviewed it, your question is poised in a positive way so that they are telling you what their next step is. So here's how you can follow up. What did you like best about what you saw? What called to your attention the most? Or how can you see this being an advantage to you? Okay, so these are all positive ways to lead it. If you say, what did you think? They're going to say, well, I don't think I need to take vitamins, or I don't think that, people automatically, we're defensive in nature, and so we automatically try to find negative things to say. So if we poise it in a positive direction, we ask what they liked best about it, they're going to tell us what they liked best about it. Okay, so then that's how you know what direction to take the conversation. If they say, oh, I really like the health benefits of it, you know that we're talking PC and we're talking product here. If they talk about the business and say, I love how you can make extra money off of it, or I love the potential of that for the future or long term, now we know that we can talk potential of the business with them. So letting them really let you know where they're at, but you're kind of helping to guide them in this. Okay, so allow anywhere from 4 to 12 exposures. Most people want to try and close on the spot, and honestly, I can close on the spot maybe 1 out of 10 people. Like, it's tough just because this is mainly about educating people. Like, thinking about this business is a completely different way to think about things. And so most people don't just jump on it like Amber and I did. They need time to process it. They need time to be exposed to it. Okay, so follow-up happens many times and it happens quickly. Okay, so you want your series of follow-ups to happen literally within a couple of weeks. If you draw it out over 6 months, you're having to start over every single time. So here's an example of a follow-up system or scenario that you can send them. So let's say, oh boy, I hear Ava coming. You guys, she might come in here. I'm really sorry. Okay, so let's say you got them on our webinar last week for the Freedom Solution webinar. You follow up, you can invite them to our webinar tomorrow because it's going to be some new and some fresh content, new information. Okay, from there, maybe you send them the average income chart, maybe you send them our athlete video, or maybe from there you sit down for a one-on-one meeting with them. From there, maybe they've got all of the information as far as the product and the company that they need, but maybe they need to know more about the industry of network marketing and the opportunity that they have in front of them. Send them the Rise of the Entrepreneur movie. From there, if you need to set up a 3-way call with me or with Jay Lehman or Jordan Kemper, then you can invite them to a Sensei spa party. You can do a healthy mixer, invite them to our team social, see how we get together and the things that we do. You can also invite them to the Empower 500 event, a Doctors Are In tour. So these are all different ways of really setting up a series of exposures for them, to just expose them to the product, expose them to the company, expose them to our team and what we stand for and what we're all about. So I'll tell you, somebody is not off of my people to serve list. So that's what I call my list of, my contact list. And Darren Hardy kind of talks about that. He's like, don't call it your hit list. Don't call it this or that. Like, you're in the service industry. That's what your mission is. That's what you're doing. You're serving people. So if you build your contact list based on families that I want to help or people that I want to serve, suddenly it's about service and it's not about sales or building a business or anything like that. So that's why I call it that. I think McKinsey started to call it that too, because that's what we're all about and that's what we're here to do. So they're not off of my people to serve list until they give me a solid and strict hell no. And even then, I don't see that as a no, okay? It is just simply that the timing was not right for them. Because there will come a time in their life, and I promise you, there will come a time in their life when they will need USANA. It might be health. It might be financially. It might be both. You never know. You never know. So that's why it's so important to keep the relationship, continue trying to expose them and trying to invite them. Okay, so let me give you a really great example of this. You guys just saw that Tiffany Meyer was just welcomed back onto Team One Body. Okay, 6 and 7 months ago, we would have thought that Tiffany was out forever. Okay, she built a USANA business and she was really successful and she saw another opportunity that was really great for her and was in her heart to go and do that. So she did. So she was gone. She left. That was a tough time for our team and that was a tough time for our business and really navigating this. 7 months later, there's a time in Tiffany's life where she absolutely knows that she needs USANA. And so she's back. 7 months ago, if you would have said, don't worry, she'll come back in 7 months, I would have said, not a chance. No, she won't. She won't be back. But you never know. You never know. Okay. So if somebody tells you no, it's simply a not right now, just because the timing's not right for them, okay? So I want to finish with this. We went through this last week too, your daily DMO. I want this to always be on your mind. In building this business, there are simply 3 things that we need to do every single day. That's it. It's very simple, okay? So we have to use all 3 products. We have to be a product of the product. We have to prospect. We have to invite people to take a look at the product or take a look at the opportunity. Okay, so I still have here invite 10 people per day, but if you can get to 5 people per workday, just invite them to our webinars, invite them to our team socials, or if you have a healthy mixer or something, invite them to that. Okay, so it's important to set your business hours and really figure out who. Okay, so this is an example I wanted to give you too, because I was going through my list of who can I expose to the product? Like, who needs this? Who could benefit from better health? Well, we all know that everybody can benefit from better health. But my grandmother, her birthday is today. I think she might be 88. I could be wrong. I hope she's not younger than that. Don't tell her that I said she's older than she really is. But she's amazing, and I love my grandma so much. And she has, just some health issues with arthritis and just different things, but she's still going strong. And for about a year, I was like, man, I just wish I had it in me to present to my grandma. Like, I want to talk to her about her health and I really want to help her. But I don't know, you just have some people on your chicken list and you're like, oh, they wouldn't be interested. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to hear from me, whatever it is. And then finally one day I asked my grandma, I think she was talking about her different medications. And I asked her if she had to take a lot of medications. And she said, yeah. I said, did your doctor recommend for you to take like a multivitamin with that or something? And she says, oh yeah, I'm supposed to take, multivitamin, and it has calcium in it and whatever else. And I said, Grandma, I don't know if you know this, but I partner with a really amazing company. If I just got you this multivitamin, I'll pay for it. If I got it for you, would you try it? She goes, well, yeah, I'll try it. So I bought it for her. I gave it to her. I'm not kidding. This was over 3 months ago. I went over today and she says, I've been wanting to talk to you about them pills that you gave me. I said, oh, here it is. And she goes, they made me a little like woozy. Well, I guess woozy's not the right word. They just gave me an extra pep in my step. I said, they did, Grandma? She says, yeah, I felt good. I'm not kidding. My heart was like bursting with joy and pride because that's what I want. And that's what we're here to do, is just to help people with their health and to help them feel better. So my grandma is committed to the product. Holy crap, you guys. That's a huge deal. Okay, so there's always more people that we can expose. And then I'm going to finish here, personal development, 15 minutes per day. Okay, so I have written here your rookie library of books to go through, but we're going to go through this even more in depth in our self-love system together. So I'm excited to take you guys through that. I'll post more information now that I've announced it. I'll post it on our Facebook page and we will grow together from there. So thank you for jumping on tonight. Sorry I was coughing in your ear. I need to get that figured out before our guest webinar tomorrow. So let's get on that tomorrow together. Invite 5 people per day and let's rock it. Have a great night, guys.